we'll move on to a game we do have some bets on, and that is the Cowboys at the Chargers. Steven, you are going to play the Cowboys here, coming off of, a very impressive offensive performance in week one, but the same could be said about the Chargers. You're going to back the boys with the hook here on the road.
Yeah, I'll take the 3.5 on the Cowboys here. In week one, the Chargers were a 2-point road underdog to Washington. Now they're a 3.5-point home favorite to the Cowboys. These two teams had the same win total coming into the season. So you're now telling me that the Chargers, are about on the same page as the Cowboys after one game. I'm not a believer in that. I think this is a bit of too much of a shift here. So the Cowboys do have a couple of injury issues here and guys that are out. Lyle Collins is suspended on the offensive line, but they do get Zach Martin back. DeMarcus Lawrence has a broken foot that happened in practice, so they're going to miss a significant portion of their pass rush there. What I did like was how great the Cowboys offense was and how flexible it was at the line of scrimmage. Kellen Moore, their offensive coordinator, came out and said this week that Dak Prescott audibled out of 12 of the 28 run plays that this team called. So overcoming the coaching shortcomings against a Tampa front that you just can't run against and doing what worked for this offense, utilizing their pass game to a heavier extent. So I liked what I saw from them. And if you're going to give me 3 and the hook here in week 2, I'm going to be okay with that against the defense that is not as good as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense.
I'm looking at the total, and instead of the total, it's not in my account yet. I do have over Mike Williams on receiving yards. I think it's actually kind of egregiously low. It's in the low 50s. When I got it, it was sitting at 50.5. I think it's moved up a little bit now, but I like the pace of this game. I like the frequency of the passing that I imagine will be in this game. Again, plenty of throwing. Look, the new offensive coordinator, Joe Lombardi, there for the Chargers, threw the ball early and often. I think that they probably continue to do that to take advantage of having Herbert, having Keenan Allen, having Mike Williams, having Austin Eckler, who's also a good pass catching back out of the backfield. I like Mike Williams over, but I'm actually, Brad, even staring down the over in this game, even though it's up at 55.5, I don't know if this game doesn't play in the 60s, man. Like with the pace of play in this game, with the frequency of the pass in this game and the playmakers on both sides, and then especially the weakness on defense on Cowboys side of things, I could see this thing probably getting into the 60s fairly easily. Talk me out of playing the over on 55.5.
I would not talk you out of it. I mean, I think the Chargers will probably score what they want. Like, I'm pretty confident that Justin Herbert is like a top 5 NFL quarterback already. Mm-hmm. Like, so the knock on him last year was, he wasn't as good in a clean pocket, or he had unsustainably good numbers in a dirty pocket or under pressure. And he was also much better on 3rd and 4th down. And then he's doing the same thing last week. Like, they're 66% or something on 3rd down against a very good defense. He's forcing all these throws into tight windows, but I think he's just that good. I think he has that much arm talent, and his receivers are that good that he can just make these sort of ridiculous plays that other quarterbacks can't. So against the banged up Cowboys defense, I think they can pretty much score what they want. I suppose the biggest obstacle to the over would be this Chargers defense. They looked very good last week, albeit against Taylor Heineke for half the game. But the kind of guiding principle in that defense that Brandon Staley runs is don't give up big plays. Is two deep shell, put a roof on the opposing offense, as they talk about it. So you're going to need some big plays to hit 56 at least. So I do wonder about that, and therefore maybe the Chargers team total is the way to go.